People who give back to the city have a warm place in our hearts. And such is the case with Ben Davis and Kelly Kay. They not only have the most popular morning radio show in the city on 99.7 DJX, but they're also giving to Norton Children's Hospital once again. Ben and Kelly, welcome via Zoom. I wish I had you here in the studio, but I know you're busy. Let's talk a little bit about this Radiothon. Kelly, I know this is the annual. How many years have you been doing this?
I think this is our 12th, if I'm doing the math right. Is that right, Ben?
12. Yes, Kelly.
Yeah. 12 years, so it's always a lot of fun. This is the best thing about this Radiothon is that we get to know families, we get to know kids over the years, and so every year we add in new families to the Radiothon family, but we also get to update people on kids that we've told their stories to in the past. So it's a pretty cool celebration of just raising a bunch of money to make sure Norton Children's Hospital can continue to do the life-saving work that they do.
Yeah, and as Kelly Kay mentioned, Norton Children's Hospital last year helped over 170,000 children. Ben, your show has always been a little bit about heartwarming stories, which I absolutely love because I think people need that right now, uplifting stories. Maybe you could tell us about one of these that you've heard recently from Norton Children's Hospital or one of their patients?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, every single year we always feature some of these amazing kids who have just battled through rounds of chemo and through the different just everyday life events that happen unexpectedly, and they find themselves here at Norton Children's Hospital. And so we really try to highlight both, you know, those who are born with maybe an illness, but then also those everyday kids who live in their life like a normal kid, and then an accident happens, and then they have to use Norton Children's Hospital. And really, those are the ones that get all of us because, you know, we may have healthy kids now, but in the blink of an eye, it can all change.
We've got some kids that are Jillian, Carmelo, Seth. These are just some of the names that you're going to get to know this year. And they really put a face on what it is that Norton Children's does.
Yeah, I was reading that Norton Children's Hospital is the only freestanding, full-service pediatric facility in the state of Kentucky. For you guys, why was this the charity of choice? Why did Norton Children's Hospital resonate with you? You obviously could help out a lot of folks, the popularity of your radio show. Why did you really designate? There's probably some personal reasons here. Kelly Kay, we'll go to you first.
I'll tell you, the very first one we did, I was expecting my first child. And I'll tell you, it was unbelievable what they do there, just to see the vast range of what they do at Norton Children's and all the different things that they treat and the ways that they not only treat physically the kids, medically the kids, but they also treat the families' hearts and the emotions. I mean, they really do help the entire family along whatever journey they're going to. And we just thought it was pretty amazing. And the fact that they're here in our own backyard, we need to make sure that stays here whenever we need them.
How about you, Ben?
Well, a couple things. One, our show targets young families, and it just seemed to marry together that, you know, we're talking about a charity and a cause that is going to be affecting a lot of our listeners. Another thing is, you know, I have twin daughters that were born prematurely. They were born there at Norton. And, you know, I got to see firsthand some of the things that they do on an everyday basis to just not only keep kids alive, but turn them into healthy kids. And so now my daughters are turning 17 literally in a week or two. And, you know, things could have turned out a lot differently had we not had the care provided by Norton Children's Hospital.
Well, I hope for continued health for both of your children. I appreciate what you're doing for the hospital. Kelly Kay, for those who are watching right now and they'd like to help, obviously tune into 99.7 DJX, but how can they help? Do they need to go to a website? Is there a number to call? How can they donate?
They can, you can call the number that's on your screen right now. You can text the word balloon to 51555. You can go to our website. We're going to be on the air from 6 to 6 tomorrow and Friday with the help from our fabulous sponsors like Bill Collins Ford, Interstate Batteries also helping out with a couple of hours. So there's a lot of ways to jump in there and be a part of this.
You guys are a great addition to our city. Thank you so much for being generous, not only with your time, but for being so philanthropic. Again, Ben Davis, Kelly Kay, thank you so very much.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
All right, thank you. 99.7 DJX.